All right. Hey, I'm Aqua or Aquarius of Fallen Snow if you don't know me. Welcome to the first ever vlog on my channel. So I wanted to record this trip up to Quebec to see my parents and try and practice vlogging or vlog some content to put up on my channel in the meantime while I'm not at home. I'm starting to record a little bit later in the day. It's 11 o'clock in the afternoon. I did some dishes with my mom this morning. My dad's gone to work for the evening. And my mom just went out for groceries, so I'm home alone for a little bit. I'm actually recording this intro after the footage you're going to see. And I was shoveling some snow at the back of the garage there. And I did a little bit of building with the snow that I shoveled. This is more me trying to get used to vlogging and kind of get into the habit of it because I'd like to do way more in the future, you know? All right, first full day here. Still getting used to the whole vlogging thing. I'm here in the basement of my parents' house, and I got my first job or mission for today. I'm gonna try and shovel some of the snow out so I can dump a bucket of ashes, because my parents have a wood burning fireplace. So you have to scoop out the ashes every once in a while when the wood burns down and it cools down. So I'm gonna try and clear some snow, clear a little path through here, and dump the ashes out in the garden. Gonna take a break here to catch my breath because it is warming up here in Quebec, so the snow is melting, and that means that it's more dense and it's wet and it's heavy, so it's a lot harder to move. But trying to carve a little path out here, getting some progress, but it's gonna take a while. The other reason I want to do this is because here in the basement, let's see if you can see it. See, here's the back door where I'm shoveling out here, but along here, because the snow is melting, it's starting to come in and pool on the floor in here. So I want to move as much as I can so that it's not going to be melting and coming this way if I can shovel it and push it out. If I can shovel and push it out more into the yard, I think it'd help a lot, and there won't be so much snow melting, and the water won't come into the garage as much, right? But yeah, it's probably going to take me a while, so I'm going to make sure I go slow and I don't give myself a heart attack or anything. But definitely want to clear some of the snow out, help my parents out a bit, and it gets me outside in the nice weather. I think it's going up to 4 degrees today, so it's going to be pretty warm. See, nice clear day. Going to be pretty warm, and it's nice to get some of the snow melted, right? This should give you an idea of what happens when it snows a decent amount and then it starts warming up and freezing or melting. Then you get this crusty layer of ice on the outside, but then all this stuff on the inside, it's like soft packing snow. But the kind of cool thing is that if you can get a line going through it and be nice and careful with it, you can kind of make like snow bricks. So you can see I got a bunch of chunks out there, but it would be kind of cool to make some bricks and try and build a little structure, maybe a small little fort or something like that. I don't think it would be too big, but there's a decent amount of snow left. I could try. But yeah, let's see what happens if we keep going here. The jacket came off, so you know I mean business. But yeah, don't judge the fit. Sweater tucked into the pants so I don't have to crank the belt as much, you know. But yeah, I'm looking at the snow here and I'm shoveling all this wet snow that can be compacted, and I'm looking at these few pieces of scrap wood here by the door, and I wonder if I could make some sort of mold to press the snow in to actually make decent sized bricks. All right, I got the hardest part done. Cleared a path here. I had my phone on charge so I couldn't record the whole thing, but now I got this pile of snow here, and I'll see if I can do something with it. All right, it's a little bit later now, and I can definitely feel it starting to warm up. You can see down here, all of this snow is already starting to turn into slush, because I guess the warm air is heating the moisture up and it's starting to pool, but it's better it pools here than in the garage, right? And then if I go a little bit further here, you can see what I was working on. And this is why Canada's sick. If it wasn't warming up and it wasn't gonna melt, I'd keep working on this, but you could definitely build an igloo from all of these harder pieces and then compact the wetter snow in between as kind of like your grout or sealer, you know? But now I just have to dump the ash bucket, and that's kind of that job done. And I think I'll go in and work on some content. And there we go. Now we got the ash all dumped out. Because if you didn't know, it's actually good to put ash onto plants. It's good to put ash on your garden and onto plants because it actually helps stuff grow. And that's one of the reasons I say life feeds death and death feeds life. It's like the story of the phoenix, and it's like the story of the phoenix and plants rising from the ashes, literally, you know? So I just came in from outside, but I can show you the process of how emptying the fireplace usually goes for the people who don't have a wood burning fireplace like this one. Because we've had a wood burning fireplace since I was around 10 years old, I want to say, somewhere around there. So I've had a wood burning fireplace for a large portion of my life. So I kind of understand how they work, and I've been through the process a good few times. But I thought I'd show you for the people who don't have one or who haven't seen this before. So first we got to open it up here. And it's still got some coals from the wood that we were burning last night and this morning. So we're gonna try and move as much of that out of the way as possible. Right, these big hot ones. And then you can see in the ash at the bottom, there's a bunch of little coals as well. So we're gonna try to scoop as little of that as possible, because that's gonna stay warmer longer. Whereas this stuff in the front is already partially cooled. So then from over here, we grab the shovel and you make sure the bucket is as close as possible. And then you can start shoveling. And the closer you dump the ash in the bottom of the bucket, the less comes up in the air, right? And now you can see the bucket's about a third or half full. And now there's a lot more room for the next fire we have. And we can let these coals burn down and then they can be shoveled out as well. Then we close the fireplace back up. And then the bucket of ash goes back in the garage to chill out. So that being said, I'm doing this kind of out of order, but I'm gonna start editing the first vlog, record I think the 40th episode of my podcast, The Shit Shooting Gallery, and start editing that to get that posted. And then I'll see what other footage I can record for this first vlog, for the first full day that I'm here in Quebec with my parents. And then I'll see what subsequent vlogs I can make this coming week. And if you enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and we're growing the community. Speaking of 40, we hit 40 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far, and thank you to everybody who's seeing this in the future and will subscribe. It means a ton, you don't even know. and this is kind of my first proper vlog. I tried to record yesterday, the first day of me coming up here with my mom, but I didn't get a proper introduction, so I'm just gonna do a podcast episode and put the clips over the podcast to have some visuals with it, and then I can kind of narrate what would have been the first vlog before this one. Look at that sun. What a beautiful end to the day. So yeah, I just got episode 39 of the Shit Shooting Gallery podcast edited and posted, and now I'm going to start working on episode 40, which is going to show some of the trip up here, and then I'll start working on this first vlog. I haven't been doing too much other than chores. I helped my mom with some dishes earlier, and since then I recorded the 40th episode of the podcast, and now I'm going to start editing. But yeah, hopefully this vlog turned out all right and I got some decent content out of it, and you can kind of see what Quebec is like. I definitely wanted to show the snow, and hopefully over the next few days I can show a bit more of the outdoors, and if it's warming up, maybe my mom, dad, and I are gonna go for a walk, so then I can show you more of the small town they live near. But yeah, it is getting pretty late in the evening now, so I'll end this first vlog here. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe, not only to join the community and help us grow, but then so you don't miss out on any of the new videos that are coming out. At this point, it could be a podcast episode, could be a lyric breakdown video, or a vlog. The possibilities are endless. So definitely subscribe and help us grow and join us on the journey. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave this episode here for now. Like I say in all my videos, I love you, stay safe, good luck, and take it easy.